Hey, good evening, guys. We are previewing the Premier League with our live show tonight. We're looking at the weekend's fixtures in the Premier League with some massive games coming up, including a huge game on Sunday. So if you want to get involved, please do so. Click on the link to join our show. You would have seen it on Facebook, YouTube, on our socials. Click on, come on board and join tonight's live show. Here we are for yet another live show where it is Friday the 17th of October. It's just gone 8 p.m. here in the UK, and we are previewing this weekend's Premier League English fixtures. If you want to come on board and you want to get involved in the show, please do so. Click on the link and it will bring you into the green room, a little room backstage, and then I'll bring you into the show and you can talk anything at all. We're talking about your club. We're talking about the Premier League. No matter what league your team are in, we will talk about it. And even if you just want to talk about some dodgy refereeing decisions, if you want to talk about England, they've played this week, haven't they? Qualifying for the World Cup next summer over in the States. If you want to come on and talk about that, we're going out live at the minute on YouTube, Facebook, and also Twitch. And you can watch the catch-up shows on YouTube and TikTok. You can get involved in our mailing list, which is footballfanpool@gmail.com, and with that, by joining that will put you to the front of the queue when we go live. So if you want to do that, please do so and get involved. So we'll be previewing the Premier League fixtures for this weekend. We've got some massive games coming up, haven't we? Nottingham Forest against Chelsea, Brighton against Newcastle, Burnley against Leeds, Crystal Palace at home to Bournemouth. That's going to be a good game. Manchester City at home to Everton, Sunderland against Wolves, and Fulham against Arsenal in the London derby. So that's going to complete Saturday's fixtures. On Sunday, Tottenham at home to Aston Villa, and shortly after that is Liverpool against Manchester United. Then your Monday night football, another London derby, West Ham against Brentford. So we're going to be previewing them in just a little bit, but we are going to be bringing in guests as we go along. So if you want to talk all things football, anything you want, please do so. We are, once again, we're going out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So we had some exciting news this week for the Supporters Club. Very, very pleased that I've managed to put some videos out. I was fortunate enough over the last couple of weeks to interview Harry Redknapp twice, former Tottenham manager, West Ham, Bournemouth, Southampton, Portsmouth, Birmingham City, QPR, and also obviously managed Jordan, where many men have failed. So I managed them in 2 games. But yeah, we've I caught up with Harry Redknapp in Cornwall, down in St Ives, and also in Bodmin. Did 2 shows with Harry. He was absolute gentleman. Very, very fortunate to spend quite a bit of time with him before both shows, and nothing was too much trouble. The guy was absolute legend. So I've managed to stick some videos out. There's going to be a few more over the next few days. So click on our YouTube channel, the Supporters Club, and have a look at them. At the minute, there's one that's live from yesterday with Paulo Futre, the old West Ham striker. A funny, very, very funny story actually about the first game of the season away to Arsenal involving the squad numbers, and Paulo Futre wanted to wear number 10 and he was told he couldn't. So watch that video and you can see the outcome of that. And also there's a great one on there about Kenny Dalglish. Great friendship Redknapp had with Kenny Dalglish, and how that kind of came to a funny end over 2 footballers that you probably wouldn't put together on the same pitch or even on a pitch during Soccer Aid. But yeah, so if you want to get involved, please do so. Click on the link, which you would have seen somewhere, Facebook, on X. It's gone out on YouTube. Just click on the live one. You jump in the background and you can join us, which somebody has done. Let's bring them in, shall we? Huseyin, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? You all right, Paul?
Not too bad, thanks, mate. You all right?
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Good, man. What do you want to get off your chest?
Well, where do we start?
Joined by Harry, I see.
Oh yeah, here he is. Yeah, Hooligan's back. Yeah,
Hooligan.
Say hello.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, doing well.
Looking forward to the football starting again this weekend?
Yeah, he's excited. We're going up Sunday. Yeah, we are. So looking forward to it. Yeah, and it's nice to go back knowing that, you know, we've got a chance of winning games. Like last season, as you know, Paul.
Yeah.
It was, you know, going there thinking we're going to get beat. And
Tottenham we're talking about here, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
want to make that clear to people who aren't.
Oh, sorry. They are there. That makes it there.
There we go.
Yeah, no. So it's just nice to go and knowing that we've got a chance of winning. I think Villa are quite weak, actually. I don't think they're as good as they used to be. So yeah, got a chance. I'm looking forward to it. And he's in Chirpy's parade this week.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
he probably gets soaked from top to bottom.
Yeah, the forecast isn't great this weekend, is it?
Can't wait. Yeah. So other than that,
hopefully it's raining goals.
Very good. Very good. And I laughed at your Jordan quip there as well before, just to let you know. Yeah, I got
it. Harry laughed at that one as well.
Even he got it, yeah.
Oh, he got it as well. Oh,
he did. Well, yeah. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be good to go back. So yeah, but yeah, can't wait. But as I said to you before in the chat earlier on, obviously been a change in the way Tottenham do their ticket sales now.
Yeah.
And I know for years, if you're an Arsenal member, they basically do a ballot every time. I've got friends who have not got a ticket for 6 or 7 years at Arsenal because they always get So this system of now dump you in anywhere in the queue really does leave it open to you not getting a ticket.
Well, if I read it right, they're going to put you in a virtual queue and just select people at random, and when it's your turn, you get a window to buy a ticket.
Yeah. So what they failed to tell you in that email is they've already done it. So for the we're going to the Brentford game.
Yeah.
In December. So when I booked those tickets, that was the virtual queue.
Yeah.
But I had 6 devices open, and one of them was 700th in the queue, so I got lucky.
Wow.
For that one. But this window on Monday includes Liverpool and West Ham. So you can understand how big the queue is going to be for that and where you're going to be dumped.
Yeah.
So it is pot luck. It really is. So
why do you think they've changed it? Or have they changed it? It's kind of been in place for the season, isn't it?
Well, no. So they've only done it once, but it says on the email that it's to stop bots.
Yeah. So
it's to stop these bots grabbing all these tickets. I don't know how they do it, and then selling them on inflated price on, which I get. And they said there's more tickets for members, but that's fine. But I don't see. Let's say you log in at 1 minute to 10.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be in front of me in the queue if I'm logged in at 9.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
And this is where the problem lies.
Yeah.
So unless people speak up about it and say anything, it's not going to change.
No, I think there's a lot going on in a minute in the ticketing world, isn't there? Like you see what Oasis, kind of the trouble they had over the summer, with their tickets and kind of do you know what I mean? Like this, I can't what they call it now. I can't what it's called, but there is a term for it. But when the prices kind of go up, the more tickets sell. I can't. It will come to me in a minute. But
so basically, they inflate the price the more demand there is. So so you're expected to pay £100, it goes to 300.
Yeah, it's shocking. So, I think if the price is the price, do you know what I mean? When you log in, I know we're kind of moving the goal, changing tack a little bit here, but when you log in, if you're going for a 50 quid ticket and that's what they are, that's ultimately what you should pay at checkout. The problem is they add on so many fees and stuff now, don't they? And
this is it. Yeah, I don't understand it because literally you're doing the work yourself. So with any ticketing site, I don't know what the booking fee's for.
Yeah,
to be quite honest,
I think if I'm right, Ticketmaster kind of started it. So years ago there was venues that were kind of so if you've got like a music venue, for example, they were hiring staff to sell the tickets, print the tickets, deliver the tickets, and kind of everything involved with the tickets. So what Ticketmaster did is they came up with I'm sure it was Ticketmaster came up with a great model of where they said, look, we'll handle all of your ticket side for you. Right. We'll take the booking fees. We'll do all of the hard work. All you have to do is pay us a percentage per ticket.
Gotcha.
So it took all of that work away from Ticketmaster. So that's kind of where the model started. But I don't think there's not really any governance, is there? I know like the government tend not to get involved with this kind of thing.
I mean, if somebody wants to pay 400 or 500 quid for a football ticket, Premier League ticket, that's up to them. Fair play to them. But they should not be available at these prices.
No.
You know what? With digital ticketing, what it has done, it has stopped the tout. So remember years ago, Paul, outside White Hart Lane, tickets, anyone tickets, he'd pull out his stash of, 400 tickets that he's got and he'll try and sell them cheap before kickoff.
Yeah.
You don't get that anymore because you can't physically move a ticket from one phone to another.
No.
So, but I just hope this changes. I'll keep you informed on Monday afternoon if I've got one or not.
Yeah, there you go. But it's
yeah, it's not a great system, to be honest with
no.
you. It's a bad. And what also I was going to say is in terms of the membership for Tottenham, I think there's about 200,000 members. I don't know how many plus members there is, but if you think people are paying £55 a year,
yeah,
knowing that it's going to be a ballot every week or every month,
yeah,
people ain't going to renew.
no,
So they're sort of cutting their nose off to spite their face here.
they are. They're very sneaky because they did it a while ago when they introduced the plus membership. That all came about when Tottenham were applying for planning permission for the new stadium. So what they needed to do was put a document together to say we've got X number of fans waiting to buy a season ticket. So to show the demand. So what they craftily done was they included this One Hotspur Plus membership
to get a waiting list.
And said, as part of that, what you do is you will get a position on the waiting list for a season ticket. But also, they said, is you get an extra day on the Monday where they'll release 1,000 tickets to buy it rather than on the Tuesday. So what people were doing was buying that membership really for the extra day, for the extra window to buy the tickets, not because of the season ticket waiting list. And that came to fruition because that was proven right when the second season in the new stadium. I think everyone that was on the waiting list got offered a season ticket at some point. So really, there was no benefit to paying that extra 10 quid a year and being on that season ticket waiting list. But that was purely to show the council and planning that we've got 100,000 people waiting on a season ticket waiting list. Where in theory we did, but they weren't probably, most of them weren't on that waiting list for a season ticket. So
no, they were just there to get the priority for the Monday for the tickets.
Exactly
and I think 90% of members, that's what it's for.
I
was offered the season ticket 2 years ago. The issue I had was it's right up in the West Stand. And no concession for him.
No.
And they weren't together. So I thought, well, how can I possibly do this? So they've now they shaved 7,000 off my waiting list. 10,000. I was 45,000. Now I'm 35,000. That was
right, okay.
So I don't know what's happened there, but they've shaved that off. So, but you're right. Yeah, I mean, this needs to be looked at because it's a bit. And they're also, Paul, they've sent the email at 6:15 on a Friday night.
Yeah,
I mean, talk about timing.
And tickets are on sale Monday morning.
Talk about damping your spirits for the weekend. So, but I'll keep you informed in it. I don't know if they would ever change this back or not, but there is always the exchange. Again, with the problem with the exchange is for Tottenham fans listening, is that there's again no concessions, and not guaranteed two together, and it is hit and miss.
The exchange is good. I've used it myself, but if you're looking for the odd ticket, you will get one. But it's just a money-making scheme, isn't it? Tottenham kind of make double money on it, don't they? They get your booking fees again, and
well, I think you get only a 19th of your season ticket, don't you? If you sell a ticket,
so
you get one 19th of it, and then the rest of it. So if his ticket's only 24 quid, they're saying it at 60. The rest is in their pocket. So you're right.
Sense, does it? I really don't get it, mate. I think Tottenham keeps scoring his own goal. Just when you think things are moving in the right direction and everything's going well, we kind of seem to find a way to.
And you know what's more annoying? Paul? We can't blame Daniel Levy anymore.
No, we can't. No, that's the thing. It's
Who do we point the finger at?
I don't know, it's frustrating, isn't it? But
no, you're right. It is very frustrating. But listen, we follow on, and there's always a way in. We'll always get in some way. So
absolutely.
We'll go from there.
What do you think of the weekend then? Are you Tottenham at home to Aston Villa, 2:00 Sunday? What do you?
I think we're going to win. I really do. I think Kudos is some player, really. He really is just
cooking, isn't he?
He's the first player since Bow that gets you off your seat, really. And I hear Solanke and Mawani might be in contention. So if they get a start, that might help us. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Villa don't score many goals. I don't know what the team they were. So I'm hoping it's not a Spursy performance.
In saying that, the last 4 games that Villa have played, they've drawn 2 and they've won the last 2 games.
Wasn't 2 of those was one in Europe? Was it? I think one in the cup.
Premier League. They've won the last 2 games and drawn the 2 before that.
Yeah, and they drew against 10 men Sunderland as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I still think we'll beat them. I think we've got enough
Yeah,
power. I think Thomas Frank's got them playing well,
yeah,
and the future's a lot brighter than. I mean, also we won the Europa League. It's fantastic, and
yeah,
I would relive those days again. But we've got to be realistic. We've got to start, pushing on the league now. I don't see why we can't finish top four. I really can't. We're only 2 points off top
yeah,
now,
yeah,
but
yeah.
well, we've got to win these home games. I was at the Bournemouth game, and that was ridiculous. We've got to stop these nonsensical performances.
Yeah,
and it's not just under. It's been going for years, hasn't it, Paul? These stupid home losses that we have.
yeah. We've kind of relied on the home form, haven't we? And it's not really
Yeah.
been there the last year, 18 months, is it?
Well, especially under Ange, it was dreadful. And I remember speaking to you and Ian about this, and
yeah,
that we could get relegated. And what I will say is, Paul, sorry to interrupt you there,
no,
I think the 3 teams below us last season, if they were not so far adrift, I still think we would have won more games.
yeah.
The pressure was off. The foot was off the gas. Like, well, look, we're going to finish 17th. Let's concentrate on Europe.
Yeah.
But I think if Ipswich were closer to us, or there was a hope of us going down, then I think we would have won more games. I really do believe that.
Did you see the quotes today from Postecoglou?
I was briefly reading it before I came on. I didn't really read what he said. What did he say?
Well, the gist of it was basically he's kind of come out and defended himself.
Right.
He's basically said that the first season people are kind of ruling out and forgetting at Tottenham. Like the first 10 games of his first season, he had a really good run. We were kind of top second or whatever. We were doing really well, and everyone was kind of getting a little bit carried away. And he was saying that from that, he said that he was from the first season he finished 5th from a team that finished 8th the season before and lost Harry Kane. And he said, like, in his first season, every goal that Harry Kane scored for Bayern Munich, he was kind of like just wishing he had one more season with him, season with him at Tottenham. So he said we finished 5th with that team, which people forget. And he said that if you look at the teams that Tottenham fielded for the last 7 or 8 games of the season, when we were in the deep in like the quarterfinals, semi-finals, final of Europa League, he said if you look at the starting lineups and what we had on the bench, you could quite easily see where the priority was for the club. He said because the brief in the summer before the second season was to win a trophy, and he said he did that. But he said that people are very, very quick to point to the 17th, but they're not willing to remember the achievement of the season before that. He's going to fight his own corner. I think he has got a good point to a degree, but
I think it's a fair statement, Paul. And he did get us 5th, and it was after that Chelsea game. I think we were there that night, wasn't we? The 4-1,
the Monday night,
that's right. Yeah, and it was a terrible night. And since after that, we really, for that rest of that season and the whole of the following season, we were poor in the league. And looking back at it, I didn't want him sacked after it. But looking back now, I think, well, actually, maybe it was the right decision. We're a lot tighter at the back now than what it was then, because he won't change.
No.
But I don't understand Tottenham fans who don't want him to do well at Forest. I want him to do well at Forest. I think he's, they're not giving him really a chance there.
No.
It's only been a few games. So, but he's got a point. I think he did finish 5th, and we did start really well, and it was all joyous. But we beat the 3 relegated teams just about in the 3 games. We beat Sheffield United in injury time, Luton in injury time, and Ipswich. We lost to Ipswich at home. So there's a lot of these games where we should have won. But like I said, I think if it was slightly different, if the teams below us were closer, we would have won more games. I really do believe that. It was just lucky we got Bodo Glimt and Man United. Because if you had to pick 2 teams, it'd probably be them 2.
You couldn't wish for better.
Exactly. And but I would do it all again, and I hope Thomas Frank gets us a trophy, because I really do like him, and I did want him. Oh God, sorry.
No, go on. You carry on.
I was going to say I just wanted him. I wanted him before Postecoglou was there.
You did.
I said it to people before. I said Thomas Frank's the man, and they sort of laughed, and But now you'll see. Maybe it's the right time for him.
What do you like about him? What's your?
I tell you what I like about him. So as a person, I like the way he talks.
Yeah,
he's very calm.
Yeah,
I like the way he doesn't shirk a question. he answers it.
Yeah.
When he's asked about players, he's honest. Look, he did with Bissouma.
Yeah.
You're late. You're not getting back in the team. I like
Yeah.
that. I like the way he is on the. I've noticed it in pre-season. He was when they're warming up. He's on the pitch with them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm.
He's animated on the touchline, and he'll make a change when he has to.
Yeah.
And I just think he's got the right ingredients there, and that he's got probably the best team he's got now.
Yeah.
To push forward. And you know, can you imagine if Harry Kane does come back, what he can do with him?
Do you think he will?
Harry Kane?
Yeah.
I think he when he said, I think they're staying in Germany longer.
Yeah.
That suggests to me, I think he will come back. I really do.
Do you think it'll be the end of this season, or?
I think it'll be summertime. Yeah, if it won't be this season, it will be never. Because it's so now he's at the end. Because he's going to. Let's say he wins the Bundesliga again, which he probably will. So he'll have that. Yeah. He might win He might get to the Champions League final. I don't know. Or he might win a German Cup.
Yeah.
But really, what else is he going to win with them? He wants the goal. He wants that Shearer record, doesn't he? He wants that, and you know. So I think he might.
I think from his side, you mean completely discounting his kind of personal and family life. You mean I don't know what's going on now. I don't know whether his missus will want to come back or whether his kids, whether he wants them in school in England or Germany. I don't know. But if we completely just look at it from a football point of view, I think if he looks at it, he thinks, right, he's going to come back to England. What's he going to come back to England for? So you think, well, he's got the emotional attachment to Tottenham. He said today or yesterday, whenever he did the interview, that he always refers to Tottenham as we, because that's his club. Yeah. But is he going to come back to Man City? No.
No chance.
Is he going to come back to Arsenal? No. Is he going to come back to Liverpool the way their strikers are? No. So that's the top three.
Chelsea, definitely no.
Chelsea, I would say no. But then you start looking at other realistic clubs. So you start thinking, well, you got Man United. Well, they're worse off than we are. So his motivation for coming back, if it's to win trophies, I think it's really going to be next summer of where we are as a club. And with Levy no longer there, if he can genuinely see that the Lewis family are putting money in and trying to push the club forward, he might. You mean, because I think players as well, they look at it as what they can bring to the club, and he'll obviously look at it, and his people around him will look at it and say, right, you're going to come into if you came back to Tottenham, you're going to bring 25, 30 league goals. So what does that do to the team? Do you know what I mean? If you stick 25, 30 league goals into our team, we're knocking on the door, aren't we? Especially if we have a good January and we're looking at.
I agree. So I think it's a no-brainer to have him back. Really, anyone who says, "Oh, he shouldn't come back," he's talking nonsense because he's world class. So I'll happily have him back there.
Yeah, as a club, we absolutely bring him back. It's whether he wants that move, because Thomas Frank himself has said that he would bring him back, hasn't he?
Well, of course he would. I think any manager of a brain would have him in the team. Yeah. But you're right. I can't see him going to any other Premier League team. No. If he's going to come back, he comes back to Spurs and hopefully breaks that record.
Yeah.
So by then he'll have his trophies in Germany and whatnot. I do think, though, he wants the World Cup. I think that's his goal now.
Yeah.
Because he said he wants to get his 100 goals for England. And win that World Cup. So
what's he on now? 80, is he? 79, 80, somewhere around
77, I think he's on, after the other night. So he's not far off.
It was so long that Bobby Charlton's 49, wasn't it? That was the holy grail, and then Rooney smashed it, didn't he? And
I think, to be fair to Bobby Charlton, he didn't play Andorra every week.
No.
But he can only score against what's put in front of him, can't he? So,
I just find it funny that people still go out of their way to knock him. And you've got a guy, right? You look at it on paper, with the same misses that he's had since he was a teenager or a kid. He's got kids of his own. He's a model professional. He's bloody good at football. He's the England captain. I've never seen the guy photoed in any newspaper you consider like the social media and that now. I've never seen him like chatting to another woman, coming out of a club. You mean hammered? Nothing at all. There's nothing on him. No. But in England, unless you're a Tottenham fan, they don't like him.
I blocked a few people on my Facebook because this is over the years.
Yeah.
a couple of them were Leicester fans who
Mm.
absolutely slated him. One of them said to me, "I don't cheer when he scores for England," and I go, "Why?" "Well, he's arrogant." I said, "What's arrogant about him? How is he arrogant?"
Yeah.
"No, don't cheer now." So you actually watch England, you cheer your country on,
Mm.
and because he scores, you don't get up and celebrate it.
Yeah.
I said, "Look, I don't like Bukayo Saka, but end of the day, he's playing for our country and he scores a goal. That's it. That's out the window." So I've never understood the hate, Paul. I agree, and especially from Tottenham fans, there's a bit of maliciousness there from some of our own, and I don't get it. I mean, I've got a friend that, well, it's not a friend anymore, but he absolutely hates Teddy Sheringham. And he's a bloody Judas. He went to Man United, won trophies and come back. I said, but hang on. I said, he played for Tottenham. He went to Man United to better himself because at the time we were poor. Gone and came back. But he doesn't see that as an issue of Harry Kane. Well, no different to me.
No,
so
the problem is these footballers, unless you are a fan of the club you play for, because Harry Kane, to be fair, he grew up as an Arsenal, part of the Arsenal academy and things like that, and his loyalty to Tottenham cannot be questioned.
No,
the seasons he went through where he had every right to leave the football club and go and play somewhere else. He should have done it 3 or 4 years before he did.
I think maybe. I mean, after the Champions League final, Paul, it sort of fell apart, didn't it? And I just wish we could go back to that final, even if we lost it again. But build on it. And we didn't.
No.
We didn't build on it. And Kane probably could have gone 2 years before. I agree with that. I think. Yeah, but he didn't, and he stayed, and he scored goals, and we loved watching him. And but yes, how far can you go in Germany? This is the problem. So I think this is why I think he might come back.
And it's it's a difficult one, isn't it? He wanted his trophies, but I feel an FA Cup to him with Tottenham would carry more weight than winning the Bundesliga with Bayern.
Do you think he's watched that Europa League final and had a little bit of bad taste in his mouth with it?
I'll tell you what, mate. Right, that was literally going to be my next question to you. He said that he was delighted and stuff like that, and he would have been. Do you know what I mean? He genuinely would have been.
Oh,
there would have been a part of him thinking, "Bloody hell, typical, isn't it? I'll leave and they go and win." Do you know what I mean? That would have played on his mind, I'm sure.
I think so. And he might not say it in public.
No, he won't. No.
But deep down, he'd be a bit fuming, wouldn't he? God.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you? You'd be gutted.
Yeah, but that opened the door for Son. Because Son then became the poster boy, didn't he? He was like, right, I'm the captain of his club. And but I like what the only thing I will say, when Son left the club, it was done immaculately. It was fantastic. He said goodbye to the fans, etc. When Kane left, there was a little video on a golf course somewhere. So I don't know how that ended at Tottenham with him. I'm not going to put him all to blame. I'm not sure. What I heard was that he wasn't allowed to go back in and get his stuff. I don't know if that's true. If it is true, it's ridiculous. But I don't know what went on. We don't know. But
the Son one, we knew he was leaving, didn't we? It all kind of unravelled slowly, and we had to feel around it, didn't we? But with Kane, it was kind of, is he going? Is he staying? There was no indication to the fact that he was leaving.
He did his daddy, didn't he, a lot with the should I go or not? And his brother is his agent, which doesn't help.
The only client, isn't it?
No, exactly. I'll have him back with open arms, Paul.
Sorry?
I'll have him back with open arms.
He would still do it, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean? He would score. Teddy Sheringham played in the Premier League till he was 41.
That's right.
And is he still the oldest Premier League goal scorer? I think maybe.
I think he is. And if you look at somebody like Ronaldo, I think Kane's an athlete, isn't he?
Yeah.
And so is Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And you can see it in both of those players.
And
you can probably put Lewandowski in there as well. Those three athletes are just, you can see they just won't stop.
Yeah.
They won't stop. And they could go on to, all three of them could play into their 40s.
Yeah. I think Kane will get close to 40s. But because he never really he had one injury, didn't he, that kept him out for a while, but he hasn't been injury ridden or anything, has he? He's looked after himself and and a very clever player as well. I think three good seasons, and I think he'll break that record. So I think he's probably got half an eye on that, hasn't he? But he does seem like someone who kind of lives in the moment. Gives everything today and worry about tomorrow. Like,
yeah.
So,
but it looks like he's having a good time in Germany, doesn't he? He seems to be getting involved in the culture, and I think players like Thomas Muller have helped him along the way because he's a character, isn't he? And he's got that Elise there as well. So he's got a few English speaking players around him.
And the thing is, it's not until you go to these countries, I know, like, we look on the outside and we know that, like, Bayern Munich are a big team, Real Madrid are a big club, and AC Milan and teams like this historically. But it's not until you actually go there and you watch games and I don't know, I suppose Kane would have known Bayern Munich how big they were.
Yeah.
But he probably wouldn't have invested as much into that until he had actually gone and realised how big. Because in Germany, Bayern Munich are like your Rangers and Celtic in Scotland, don't they? They don't dominate the league as much. But they have to win, don't they? Everything is geared around Bayern Munich, and that's how big that's
the mentality he wanted.
Yeah,
and when he left, we didn't have that mentality.
No, we didn't.
We haven't had it for years.
No.
Now we have because we've won something. So, but yeah, like I say, if he comes back, he comes back. It'd be great. Great to see him again. Yeah,
no, that's it. Yeah. What do you think of England at the minute?
Watching some of these qualifiers can be a bit tedious. I have to say the performance against, the performance against Serbia away was the best I've seen.
Yeah.
And Latvia the other night. I mean, Latvia are poor, but Serbia are no mugs. So, in terms of watching them play, I like the way. To be honest with you, I think what Tuchel's done with Bellingham is good.
Yeah.
Because I saw a side of Bellingham in the last tournament. It was a little bit of arrogance, and he was shouting at other players. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You're only 21 yourself. How old you are?
Yeah.
I still think he goes, and I think we'll just fall short because there is 3 or 4 teams that are better than us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Argentina being one of them.
Yeah.
Spain, I think, are better than us.
Yeah.
Not Portugal, no. France.
I think Tuchel's trying to play this high tempo Premier League style football, isn't he? And I don't know how he's going to cope in that heat in America.
Well, they want to kick off games later, didn't they? Just to cool it down. So we were probably at 2 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, you see the Football World Cup or whatever it was called in the summer. Some of those games were.
Oh, the Club World Cup, big fans on the pitch, and I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I am, and I'm going to sit down and go semi-finals, and have the heartbreak again.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I think we will get to the semis around there, but then it's just a lottery of on the day, isn't it? Big players. He's got a bit of an issue with Bellingham, isn't he? He needs to sort that one out.
And to be honest, if he doesn't go, I don't think it's a big loss. A lot of people say it is, but I don't think it is.
No.
I mean, remember when Gaza didn't go to
98?
98, that was it. That was a big uproar because he was genuinely world class. I don't think Bellingham is.
No.
People might disagree with that, but I don't think he's
Well, there appears to be a lot of baggage of him, doesn't there? Around the England camp, there was a lot of talk around the Euros with kind of disrupting the camp, and like his kind of family around, like his dad is causing a few issues apparently. And
I heard about that. Yeah, I know his brother who's in Dortmund's kicking off there because he can't get game time.
Yeah.
So it does seem a thing going on there, but maybe Tuchel's just doing this to keep him in check.
Maybe, yeah.
He could have him in as a starter every game, but he's just keeping him in check.
Yeah,
knowing that he doesn't need him for Latvia away or Wales at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it'd be tight. I hope Spence goes. I really do.
He's done all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's touch and go for me. He's 50-50, but I really hope Spence does go because he's versatile, and I think he's earned it.
Yeah.
He looked really good against Latvia the other night as well. I know it's only Latvia, but you still got to perform.
What would you kind of go with? So if you think, I don't know, like the 4-2-3-1 or what's he doing for?
Well, I can tell you who starts.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the start. I mean, Kane starts for me every game.
Yeah.
None of this, Watkins is better nonsense, because what a load of old tosh that is, Paul.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
For me, it's a tough one. The centre back pairing is tough.
Because he went with Stones and was it Konsa the other day, didn't he?
Konsa, I think Konsa seems to be improving every time I see him. Do you bring Maguire? I would say yes.
I think he gets in the squad. I think Gay is quality, and especially he's left-footed.
Do you know what though? With Maguire, I like him. I always have.
Yeah.
And he might concede an own goal, but he'll pop up down rim with a header and equalise for you.
Yeah, that's it.
Or maybe get you a win. He does it for United. He done it for Leicester.
Mm.
So I'd like to see Maguire there.
Would you have him in the 11 or in the squad?
I will start him.
You'd start him what alongside
Konsa.
Konsa, what, and leave out Stones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stones was close to retiring. He's injury prone. That's the problem. He's not the player he was.
Gay, so you'd leave Gay out.
I would leave Gay out, but I will start. For me, I'll start Maguire and Konsa. That's who I would start. Right. But Gay, we could play three. I'll play three at the back. You could have the three, and then put Spence pushing up.
Yeah.
Midfield, really. I mean, Grealish is going to be unlucky not to miss out, isn't he? Yeah, he's another one.
He's having a good season so far, isn't he?
But for years, Paul, all these great playmakers have never got in. Hoddle should have had more caps. Gaza should have had more caps.
Yeah.
Grealish should have had more caps. All these, Letitia, another example. These players just they don't like the FA or whoever just don't like it.
But surely that's down to the manager, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what the story is.
Do you think it's like wrong player, wrong manager, that kind of matchup which is
I mean, Bobby Robson dropping Gaza was I still to this day can't work out his logic behind it.
Oh, Hoddle in 98.
No, was it Hoddle? Sorry, not Robson. Sorry, Hoddle. Sorry.
Hoddle 98.
Yeah, Hoddle. Yeah, and that was baffling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a lot of decisions Hoddle made during that time.
Yeah.
That were a bit odd. With his comments and whatever, and this ironing jury. And
did you hear Gaza on TalkSport last week?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
So he referred to that, didn't he? And apparently he kind of seen him out and just thought he's too risky to take him because he was hitting the bottle again and he was having problems with his missus.
Yeah.
So I think Gaza was openly talking about it, and he said that because he was having problems with Cheryl at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was having problems with his missus, and Hoddle kind of saw him struggling. He just saw him as too much of a risk.
But some of these players that are flawed. George Best was like that, wasn't he? Liked a bit, similar situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I saw Gaza last November at Trowbridge Civic Centre. He had a night, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I've got photos hanging up in my toilet, actually, on the wall. And he spoke a lot about the England days, and you can see when he talks about England how much he loved to play for them.
Yeah.
And I think over the years, you could probably only count a handful of players that love to play for their country.
Yeah.
He's definitely up there. Well, the best for me. Beckham was 100% England.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And Harry Kane is also the other one.
Yeah. And Beckham was another one. Beckham got mocked, didn't he?
Yeah, but
I don't know, it's like a speech thing or something, because like with Kane and Beckham, there was always that fun about Beckham's voice, wasn't there? And
I know.
It's kind of just go back to Kane, like we were trying to touch on earlier, with his record and like the way he is. If he was Italian or Spanish, there would have been a statue outside the ground by now, wouldn't there? But
100%.
With us, we just kind of give these players pouters, don't we? We don't kind of embrace what we've got.
Yeah. I mean, his goal against Latvia the other night, left foot at the edge of the box. He didn't even. He just his one touch out and bang.
Goal doesn't
and
move.
If Ronaldo or Messi scored that, they'll be all over it on Sky Sports News. But this guy is phenomenal, and I think because he is the kind of guy he is, he's quite placid.
Yeah.
He doesn't make. The press haven't got anything on him.
No.
But, so but he's very unique. They come around every 20 years. These kind of players.
Yeah.
So
we had Rooney was probably the one before Harry Kane, wasn't he? Like, what a player.
Rooney's another one I also felt that gave everything for England.
Yeah.
And how we didn't win anything in those golden years, with Gerrard, Becker, Gerrard and Scholes and Lampard and
wrong manager, I think, mate. Like we had,
I think you're right.
Wenger and Eriksson, didn't we? Like a good manager, but maybe the wrong fit for.
Yeah, and then we had the Kevin Keegan years, didn't we? And then we had McLaren. And you got
Allardyce for a
Roy
game or whatever.
Hodgson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously Allardyce didn't last long.
Capello, and I would the thing is I'm not being biased because I spoke to Redknapp last week, but I
Yeah.
would love to have seen Harry Redknapp as England manager for 4 years. Do you know
So
what I mean?
when
He would have been brilliant.
well, we know he's at Tottenham. We all assumed he was going to get the England job, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they gave it to Roy Hodgson.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with Harry Redknapp is, what the FA's problem is that he's not a yes man.
No, yeah.
You know, a bit like Brian Clough, who never got the job.
No.
You know, so I would have loved to have seen Harry Redknapp take it. I think he would have got us very far.
Yeah. I'm going to do a shameful plug. Right, I'm putting up videos on this channel
Here we go.
with the interviews with Harry Redknapp. I'm doing them bit by bit. The England one is coming up. That's going to be next week. And then towards the end of next week, I'm going to put the full video up.
Okay.
So you can watch it. But he basically spoke about it. He did speak about the England job. And he said he went for an interview. He met with them. But Roy Hodgson wasn't even interviewed.
Oh.
He reckons that the job, it was a token, basically, reading between the lines, it was a token interview because that's what the country wanted. But they'd already made their mind up. They were going with Hodgson.
That's madness.
Yeah.
So they already knew Hodgson was
Hodgson did not meet with the FA, did not have a single interview.
Wow.
And got the job.
What was their thinking behind Hodgson, though? I mean, it was just like, he was no great.
He's had international football before. He's not going to rock the boat. You're not going to see him saying anything controversial. Maybe it was just safe hands, I suppose. But Redknapp, I think he spoke himself, like, you know, he spoke really passionately, and he said that during Eriksen's reign and things like that, people kept saying that you can't play Gerrard and Lampard together, and he was basically said, "What a load of rubbish." He said, when you've got two players like that, one sit, one go, when you just rotate, he said, "There's no, you mean it's ridiculous." He said, "You've got two really good players like that, world class players."
I mean, this is the same Harry Redknapp that got us to the Champions League. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
You know, the Peter Crouch goal against Man City, and he was very, very unlucky when Chelsea won the Champions League because we won it the following year because of their winning it. But he's I've always loved Harry Redknapp. He's straight talking, down to earth, to the point. I wouldn't say he's got club loyalty because he's managed everywhere, but But no, I think he's got respect in the game, 100%.
I think at that time, you know, when he was with us, I think because there was a lot of controversy about how he left us and kind of went on, but if he went into the England job then, I think he would have done really well.
I agree, and we all thought he was going to get the England job, you know, and he never did, which was a shame.
He had the public vote, didn't he? Everyone wanted him in.
Well, so did Brian Clough.
Never
got it.
Another one,
Don Revie got it, and then he used to happen there.
Well, he spoke about Brian Clough because they asked him and like said, is he the greatest manager that England's never had? And he said he's not an FA man, and that's pretty much what he.
This is exactly it. He's not a yes man. He's not going to nod, you know. And I think Clough and Redknapp are quite similar in the way they are.
We've got two really good candidates there who are both English to manage England. And instead, we go with, I know, like with Redknapp, at the Redknapp time, we went with Hodgson. But we've had people like Huseyin Capello and Eriksen and now Tuchel and people like this.
Yeah. Tuchel was a strange appointment for me.
Yeah.
I'm sort of warming to him. The other problem is he's ex-Chelsea, isn't he? And I look at him, all I see is Chelsea. I'm like, bloody Chelsea. And I remember that handshake with Conte and all that jazz. And you know, and I've never really liked him, but he had a bit of banter with the fans in Latvia, didn't he? And he was right to say it was funny enough, just off the point, that England-Wales game, I was sitting here watching it with Harry. I said, Harry said, this atmosphere is dreadful. And he went, even he agreed with it. And he's come out and said it. And it's right. Wembley, really,
it's not the place.
It needs to be all over the country. I've said this for a long, long time. You know,
it worked well when they were building Wembley, didn't it? When they took it to like Villa Park, Anfield, James's Park,
brilliant. You know, and the FA Cup final at Cardiff, that was quite interesting as well. We went there, and but
we got a story with that. We went there for the League Cup
for the
League Cup final. Worthington, I think it was Worthington Cup.
Tottenham Blackburn.
Tottenham Blackburn. Yeah,
I was there.
I was there. Myself, Ian, and a guy called Nick, and there's four of us went. I can't remember who the other one was, but we went to the game and we came out. But we parked on like an industrial estate somewhere, and
Right.
park and ride to the ground. So we came out. We were wandering around for ages looking to where to get this bus back up to the park and ride. So we started walking back to the car. We were walking for 20 minutes or so. And we thought, we're nearly there, surely. And we saw the bus. And we were like, bloody hell, we've had enough of this. Get on the bus. So we got on the bus. It was going one way. It took us straight back to the bloody stadium. But yeah, that was we had it from the Blackburn fans because they'd obviously just finished celebrating and they were all coming out. And it was
I can imagine.
We were awful.
Was that the day they closed the roof?
Roof was closed. Yeah.
And am I right in saying it's Christian Ziege that scored for us?
He just scored. Yeah, because Simon Davies. We went to the semi-final against Chelsea when we won 5-1. And Simon Davies was unbelievable.
Yeah,
so good that day. Scored as well. We were on fire because I know like Sherwood, Ferdinand, I think Poyet, but we and then we got to the final and he left Davies on the bench. And that was a shock. Like we were all like, what the bloody hell is he doing? And then we went one down. I think we pulled it back to one each, maybe. Or
two. And then I can't remember who scored for them, but
Flitcroft was it or something? I can't remember.
It was probably that. Yeah, but very, very. What year was that? 2002.
I think it was 2.
Yeah, I went abroad in 2004, so yeah, prior to that. But I do remember going. It was in the yellow kit, the yellow Adidas.
Yeah, lovely kit.
Remember where he was? Yeah, really disappointing that day. Really disappointing. I remember the '99 final as well when Nielsen scored.
Oh, that was unbelievable. Down to 10 men as well.
10 men. Was it
Edinburgh, wasn't it? He had
Edinburgh. Just Edinburgh, wasn't it? And he had the snot coming out of his nose. Do you remember? Great times. Do you know I watched that? I watched that in Rudolph's.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Some way there on the corner.
Yeah, the great no longer there Rudolph's. What a place that was. Always smelt of chip fat in there because I was cooking chips.
Yeah, we've only been in there a couple of times. We went in with Scott.
Brilliant. Honestly, it was such a dive, but a good dive. Brilliant times.
Yeah, I did Tyax that one actually. Tyax in Camborne.
Where?
Tyax in Camborne.
Tyax in Camborne.
Yes. Okay. Oh, I tell you.
Still there, is it?
It's still standing, I think. Yeah. We were in there for that one.
Well, I'm coming to Truro in a couple of weeks for work.
Oh, you are?
And and we're travelling up on the Sunday morning with the Everton away game.
Oh, brilliant.
So I will be partaking a couple of beverages in Fitzpatrick's.
Oh, lovely.
To watch it there.
Which game?
Everton away.
Oh, right.
Sunday the 26th, yeah.
Oh, right.
So, so I'm going to be good in there.
Yeah, I'll have a look. And pop over.
A little plug to Fitzpatrick's for anyone in Truro.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll be staying over a couple of nights for work.
Good venue.
Back again. Yeah. So the tyres are still there in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right. So we're looking at. So you reckon we're going to win on? Just round up this one on Sunday. You reckon we're going to beat Aston Villa?
Yeah. What's the score, Harry?
Say 3-0.
3-0. There you go.
3-0. What? You don't think we'll score?
3-0 Tottenham.
I'll
3-0 Tottenham. Who's going to get the goals, mate?
Who's scoring?
Oh, this is a tough one.
Oh, let's put him on the spot, isn't it?
Kudos.
Yeah, I'll say.
Who else?
Kudos.
Van der Ven header from a corner.
Might say Romero.
Okay. Mero. And one more.
Might say
Johnson off the bench.
Oh, it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Swanky or someone, yeah.
Maybe if he starts or gets a get or at least comes on.
I do.
But yeah.
Sounds good. All right, no worries, mate. I'll leave it there.
Brilliant.
Thank you. We're back on we're back on in next Friday, hopefully. We'll do a live show and if you want to come on and have a chat about football, then go for it.
Yeah, brilliant. It's after we've got Champions League on the Wednesday, is that right before that? Yeah. Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's Monaco. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah. We have 2 games before Friday, then, won't we?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, all right. Come on and have a chat, and if you want to come on, Harry, think about what you want to say, mate, and we'll get you on.
Yeah. Brilliant. And look out for him with his blooming flag thing.
Are you at a game tomorrow, or are you at a game tomorrow anywhere locally? Or
no? So he plays. Might as well plug it now.
Go for it. Go on.
He plays for a team called Trowbridge Wanderers. Under 9s Lions.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And they got their first win last week after a bit of a tough start to the season and won 2-0.
Yeah.
He scored a goal the week before, so he's off the mark.
Yeah.
And they're playing tomorrow against the mighty Walton and Cheverell.
Oh, that's a big game.
Massive, and they're at home tomorrow. So he's got 9 o'clock kickoff.
I've heard some good things about Walton and Cheverell.
Well, yeah, they've already played them away. They lost 5-2 to them. But
tricky number 8. I've seen him play.
Tricky. Yeah, so we've got that, and then we're off to London tomorrow on the train, and then off to Tottenham on Sunday.
You're staying over, are you?
Staying over one night, yeah, just for a quick visit up and down.
Yeah,
and then Brentford's our next one after that in December. So yeah, all right.
Are you doing a Copenhagen game?
No, it's tricky that because it's right bang, and he goes back to school.
Of course, yeah.
But we are doing Slavia Prague.
We were looking at that one ourselves actually, so we might.
Yeah, it's been Brentford and Slavia Prague within the 3 days of each other.
All right,
and then fingers crossed, West Ham.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
That'd be good.
But I think Arsenal might have to do with you boys, so I'd have to. Because even if you're number 1 in the queue for Arsenal, nothing ever there.
No,
nothing ever there.
Do we get tickets to Trowbridge quite easily, or?
Trowbridge, what
for the
men's team?
The under 9s. Do we have to?
Oh well, there's no. You got. There's a waiting list at the minute for season tickets.
Can we mention Harry and he'll stick our name on the door, or?
Well, I can probably get you up the queue a bit, Paul.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, and we do go and watch when Tottenham don't play the Saints. We'll go to watch Froome.
Yeah.
They get about 500, and they're a really lovely club. They look after him.
What league are Froome in?
So they were in National League South.
Yeah,
but they got relegated, so they're sort of like the 2 below the conference.
So 2 below Truro now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
2 below them. No, sorry, because you've got National League South and North, haven't you? So 3 below Truro. Sorry, 3.
All right. Okay.
But they're top of the league. They should walk this league. But it's just probably Froome Town. Everyone's ever in the area. Really good. Really look after him, and they do a good hot dog.
Brilliant. So, well, as long as the hot dogs are good, that's the main thing.
Well, it's the main thing, isn't it?
That's the hot dogs.
Brilliant.
Right, no worries. Good to see you both.
Well, thanks for having us. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks for coming on, and
brilliant.
Good to talk football.
Keep up the good work.
Best of luck, Harry.
Cheers. See you later. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Bye.
There you go. That was Harry and Huseyin. We're talking about all things football, really. Tottenham, England, chewing the fat over the Premier League, and also talking about some of the Tottenham great days. And also talking about Trowbridge under 9. So best of luck to Harry tomorrow. So I'm just going to do my Premier League preview for this weekend. So get my piece of paper. Right. So the fixtures we're looking at are we're going to do Chelsea away to Nottingham Forest. So if we look at the league table, Chelsea currently in 7th place. They've only won 1 out of the last 3, won 2 out of the last 5. Crystal Palace doing very well, aren't they? Saw the end of their 19-game unbeaten run against Everton, but they've lost the last game, obviously, against Everton. I'm going to go with, on that one, I'm going to, sorry, Nottingham Forest, not Crystal Palace. I'm losing my train of thought here. So Nottingham Forest very much struggling, aren't they, with Postecoglou. I'm going to go for a 3-1 away win for Chelsea. That's the lunchtime kickoff tomorrow, so on Saturday. So Brighton at home to Newcastle. Brighton currently sitting in 12th place. They've lost 1 out of the last 5, so they've won 2, drawn 2. They're at home to Newcastle, and Newcastle in 11th place, currently on 9 points. So they are level on points with Brighton, but just ahead on goal difference. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in that one. Sit on the fence for that. Burnley at home to Leeds. So Burnley currently in 18th place on 4 points, and they're at home to Leeds United, who are currently sitting in 15th on 8 points. So 4 points ahead. I'm going to go with an away win. Leeds United, I think they're very impressed with them against Tottenham. I thought they were very unlucky in that game. Should have got something at least out of that one. But away from home, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Leeds. Crystal Palace at home to Bournemouth. I'm going to go for goals galore in this one. So Crystal Palace at home, they're in 6th position. Like I said, on that fantastic run, only lost 1 in the last 20 games. So that's a fantastic run for Crystal Palace. At home to Bournemouth. Very impressed with Bournemouth when they won at Tottenham a couple of weeks ago. On a very good run of form. Won 3 out of the last 5, drawn 2 of the other ones, and they are currently in 4th on 14 points. I'm going to go for 2-2 in that game. Manchester City at home to Everton, which is on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Man City looking to keep their climb up the table. 1-3 out the last 4, drew the other one. They are on 13 points in 5th place. Well, Everton doing right themselves, aren't they? Lost 1 in the last 5. Won the last time out against Crystal Palace. Everton, I believe Man City will win that one, especially at the Etihad. I think they're going to win 3-1, and Haaland probably bag a couple if he's fit. Sunderland at home to Wolves. So Sunderland doing all right in a minute, aren't they? Sunderland mid-table in 9th place on 11 points. Wolves are currently bringing up the rear of the Premier League table at the minute, right at the foot on 2 points from 7 games. I'm going to go with a home win. Sunderland to continue their good start to the season. 2-1 to Sunderland in that one. An evening kickoff for Saturday. Fulham at home to Arsenal. A London derby. Fulham currently in 14th. Lost 3 out of the last 5. Won the other 2 games on 8 points. Arsenal currently top of the Premier League. They have won 3 out of 5. Drawn 1, lost 1, currently on 16 points in the Premier League, plus 11 goal difference. I'm going to go for an Arsenal away win in that one by 2-0. Moving on to Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff, UK time. Spurs at home to Aston Villa. Tottenham in 3rd place on 14 points, 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1 out of the last 5. 14 points from their 7 games. In 3rd, and Aston Villa, like we said to Huseyin just then, they have won the last 2, drawn the 2 before that, and lost 1 out of the last 5. 9 points. So a bit of a slow start for Villa, but slowly getting into a bit of form. But I'm going for a home win. Tottenham to win that one by 2-1. Liverpool at home to Manchester United. Liverpool certainly looking to get back to the top of the Premier League if they can. They may be. They're currently 1 point behind. They could be 4 points behind going into that game. Behind Arsenal, currently 2nd in the league, and they are on 15 points, and they're at home to Manchester United, who are having very much an up and down season. In 10th, currently on 10 points after 7 games. They have lost 2 and won 3 at the last 5. So very hit and miss for Man United. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Liverpool win. I just think they're going to be much too strong for Manchester United on the day. But then it's one of those games where you never know, do you? You never know. West Ham at home to Brentford is your Monday night football here in England. 8 o'clock kickoff UK time. West Ham currently 2nd to bottom. Certainly looking to get their season underway under Nuno Espirito Santo. It's going to be a tough one, that at home to Brentford. West Ham in 19th on 4 points from 7 games. And Brentford, a bit of a slow start themselves. They've lost 3 out of the last 5, won 1 and drawn 1, in 16th on 7 points. That's a massive game for West Ham at the London Stadium. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in that game. So if we have a look at the stats for the season so far, goals, Erling Haaland out in top. That's probably going to... out in front, that's probably the way it's going to finish end of the season. 9 goals so far in his 7 games. Antoine Semenyo, what a great player he has been for Bournemouth. Are they going to keep him in January and at the end of the season? Apparently, there's rumours of a release clause in his contract, but they're keeping it a secret. No one's ever going to tell anyone. So he's scored 6. And we've got Igor Thiago from Brentford on 4, and Jadon Anthony of Burnley on 4 goals. So having a good season there. Assists, Mohamed Kudus on 4 and Jack Grealish on 4. Having a great season, Grealish. Very, very important for him now to start kicking on, getting regular football at Everton to force his way into Thomas Tuchel's England squad. So they're both leading away on 4 assists. And there's a clutch of players behind them. Granit Xhaka, Alhaj Malik Diouf, Joao Pedro, Antoine Semenyo. What a great season he's having. 6 goals and 3 assists. Jeremy Doku, they're all on 3 assists. Total passes, who are the pass masters in the Premier League in a minute. Elliot Anderson is out in front by 9 on 563 passes so far for Forest. Virgil van Dijk. Then you got Van Dijk, Lewis Dunk, Van Hecker, Joachim Anderson. So all defenders. So 4 defenders and a holding midfielder, really, taking up the top 5 positions. Probably shows the way football's going at the minute, doesn't it? Clean sheets, Nick Pope out in front on 5 clean sheets. David Raya on 4. Robin Rolfs from Sunderland on 3. So is Jordi Petrovic, and Cucurmeo Vicario on 3, as well as Dean Henderson for Crystal Palace. So top scorers in the Premier League so far, Manchester City on 15, always going to be the case with that man Haaland up top. Arsenal on 14, Chelsea, Spurs and Liverpool all on 13. Tackles 1, Wolves are the tough tacklers in the Premier League, 94 tackles to Crystal Palace in second on 93, and a bit of a drop, 7 behind on 86 for Brighton. Blocks, Burnley, Everton, Brentford and Villa all lead the way on the blocks. And total passes, Manchester City out in front, 3,785 passes. Chelsea in second place with 3,737. Interestingly, fourth on that table, Nottingham Forest seem to be struggling. Seem to have a lot of the ball, a lot of passes, but just don't really know what to do with it. So there we have it. Just talking earlier with Huseyin about what's it called, Ange Postecoglou, about the quotes he came out with. I'll just read some of them to you now, as taken from the BBC Sport football page from today in his press conference ahead of tomorrow's game at home to Chelsea. He was talking about. So he basically said, "Some look at weeds, but I look at what is growing. I'm actually excited as I have a group of young players willing to change," he said. He also said, while also confirming he did not speak to owner Marinakis during the international break. He said, "I'm not wasting my time on what people think. I just don't do it. Not here, not just in general. If you look at it through the prism, I'm a failed manager who's lucky to get this job. Then, of course, the first 5 weeks looks like this guy's under pressure. There's an alternative story that you could look at it. I took over Tottenham and I was told by the chairman at the time, this club has to win a trophy," he said. He said, "We've tried to bring winners in, Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, and it hasn't worked. We need something different." He said, "I was slightly offended by that because I see myself as a winner." And rightly so. He has won things before he joined Tottenham. He went on to say, "We finished fifth in my first year. Every time Harry Kane scored a goal, I wish he just stayed one more year because it would have been handy to have him after finishing fifth. But somehow that year had disappeared from the record books. In fact, it was used as a reason for me losing my job because even Tottenham decided to exclude the first 10 games because they were anomaly, apparently, although the first 10 games here are very important, apparently." So Ange Postecoglou certainly hit him back. So he won the Europa League in May, Tottenham's first trophy for 17 years and the first European silverware for 41 years. And he outlined why he felt the perception of him was wrong. So the ex-Celtic manager promised, "I was in meetings and people who are still at that club were in those meetings where I was told winning a trophy is everything for this football club." He said, "That's fine. We win a trophy. We shed the tag of being Spursy, promising but always failing to deliver in the end. But all I've heard since I finished at Tottenham is that we finished 17th last year." So if you look at that from the prism of finishing 17th, then yeah, I'm a failed manager who's lucky to get another opportunity. But again, if I have to explain why we finished 17th, it doesn't have to be too in depth. Just look at the last 5 or 6 team sheets in the league last year and see what I prioritised, who was on the bench and who was playing. Before the last game against Brighton, the players were out partying for 2 days, which I sanctioned because I felt they deserved to. So yes, we finished 17th. If people think that that's a reflection of me and my coaching, then again, I think they're looking at it through the prism of I just don't fit. So we get to the current space where there's a different story to tell, that maybe I'm not a failed manager who was lucky to get this job, but maybe I'm a manager that if you give him time, the story always ends the same. At all my previous clubs, it ends the same with me and a trophy. So that was Ange Postecoglou talking today to the press ahead of Nottingham Forest's home game against Chelsea tomorrow, which is the lunchtime kickoff here in England at 12:30. Okay, we're going to bring an end to the show. Don't forget, if you want to email us, you can email footballfanpaul@gmail.com. I'll basically email you and just let you know when we're going to go live. I'll email you that day and you'll get a link. You click on the link and it'll push you right to the front of the queue. So when we do go live, you can join the show and get whatever you want off your chest. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch, which we're going live on now, all free. And also you can catch up on YouTube and TikTok, where we tend to show different videos during the week. But this show here, you can watch it again if you want, where we spoke to Huseyin and Harry, and they spoke all things football. And that's what this show's all about. So footballfanpaul@gmail.com for the email, and give us a like and a subscribe if you can. There's a little button I'll click. There it is. Like and subscribe. So do that. We'll do another live show probably next Friday at 8 o'clock. But keep an eye on our socials. We've got loads more videos coming from the exciting things I've done over the last couple of weeks with Harry Redknapp. I was very fortunate to share a stage with him, and we spoke all things football. We sat down and spoke about his career, really, from playing right through to taking over as Bournemouth manager, and then he went from there to West Ham in 1992. And then what he did from there. So yeah, if you want to watch those, there's a couple on there at the minute. A really good one with Kenny Dalglish. Paulo Futre, there's a story on there which is very funny about an away game at Arsenal where Paulo Futre wanted a number 10 shirt, but he wasn't going to get it. So watch that video. It's really funny. We've got another one which has gone up just now, I believe, at 8 o'clock tonight. And I think that was the Bobby Moore one I've put up, which is very good. He speaks very, very highly, and rightly so, about the late, great Bobby Moore. So keep an eye on them. They're going to be dropping over the next few days. Each day they go live at 8 o'clock in the evening. I'll stick out another video on maybe Monday or Tuesday, where I will, probably Tuesday morning, where I will talk about and round up the Premier League action from the weekend. So I'll talk about that in probably a 10-15 minute video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe and all that kind of thing. Give me an email, join our list, and I'll see you next time.